Eli5 How do golf courses decide what the par is for each hole? See this post from a previous Eli5. But what everyone has said is correct, allowing for 2 putts on the green. How many additional shots would it take a scratch golfer to reach the green? Par 3 tee shot 2 putts. Par 4 tee shot 1 fairway shot 2 putts. Par 5 tee shot 2 fairway shots 2 putts. Earlier Eli5 question. Par is the total expected strokes to get it in the hole, from the tee off to making the putt, and assumed as a combo of strokes to reach the green, e.g., 1, 2 or 3 shots, plus 2 putts on the green to get it in the hole. So a par 3 means that the green can be reached from the tee shot 1, plus 2 putts to get it in the hole. 1-2 par 3. And you should be able to reach a par 4 hole and a par 5 hole in 3 shots. A lot of replies, but no one actually answered the question. The question isn't what is par in golf, it's how do they decide what par is. Another question is how reliable is par? Obviously not all courses are the same, some would be easier or harder than others. Is there some standard where an organization would have to change par to better fit the standard if a course was too hard or too easy? Golf par is determined by 2 things. 1. How many hits does it take to reach the green? 2. You get 2 putts. The hole gets assigned a par 4 because of the entire distance. Let's say the hole is 350 yards away. Your first drive may go 250 yards, leaving you with 150 yards to go. The green can easily be reached with the second shot. Now you have 2 putts, making this a par 4 hole. Basically it's based on the distance from the tee to the green, and how many shots a skilled player would need to cover that distance. Par 3 is usually less than 250 yards, because the idea is that a skilled player can get from the tee to the green in 1 shot. Par 4 would be 250-500 yards, so 2 shots. Par 5 would be longer than 500 yards, and would require 3 shots. All answers are good, but it sounds like they're asking about golf course setup as well. Traditionally a full-length 18-hole course will have 2 par 3s and 2 par 5s per 9 holes, the rest are par 4s. That means most courses are par 72. So the front and back 9 are each par 36. Almost all courses are designed this way unless the terrain won't allow for it. Par is based on reaching the green, and then using 2 putts to put the ball in the hole. There's something called reaching green in regulation. A par 3, you should be able to reach the green in 1 shot regulation, then 2 putt. Par 4, reach in 2, then 2 putt. Par 5 reach in 3, then 2 putt. If it's a long hole they allow you 3 shots to the green and 2 putts par 5. If it's a long hole they allow you 2 shots to the green and 2 putts par 4. If it's a shorter hole they allow you 1 shot to the green and 2 putts par 3. There's a ton of margin for error. Holes can be tougher with length, thick rough, water hazards, bunkers, fast greens, trees, width of the fairway and weather. I can shoot an 85 on 1 par 72 and 120 on a US Open setup. Score this sums it up. A former PGA employee UKI was all set to post a long-winded explanation and then remembered the wiki explanation. That guy hit a hole in 1 like a month ago. What par was it and what are the odds of hitting a hole in 1? He dropped it in like a basketball swish. How rare is that? Honest question. Follow-up question. Are most holes made with the possibility of a hole in 1 in mind? As in, is it possible, even if extremely unlikely, to complete a course with 1 stroke per hole? Qualified people are also asked to rate the difficulty of each hole. Has a rating from 1 to 18. 1 being the hardest hole on the course, 18 being the easiest. Honestly it's vibes. A lot of people have explained what par is. But par is decided by vibes. There is no hard science to it. Generally every 100 yards is a par stroke. Short holes are 300 give or take in a par 3. A par 5 is approximately 500 yards,